I'm Pastor Tim Clark, and I'm the senior minister at First Church of God in the city of Columbus, Ohio. And I just want to take a moment to share some of what we seek to do here in our city to help further the name and the cause of Christ. One of the things that I am really excited about is a partnership that I have been able to forge and form with a friend and brother by the name of Pastor Rich Nathan. Rich is the pastor of Vineyard Church here in Columbus, and he and I have across the years worked together in a collaborative, cooperative way that I believe has really helped to make a difference in our city. Most recently, Rich, Vineyard, First Church, and I have supported the Flood Church in Ferguson, Missouri. Some of you may know that this is the congregation where Michael Brown Sr. is a member and where Michael Brown Jr. was actually scheduled to be baptized a few weeks after his death in Ferguson. That church was firebombed on the night that the verdict was announced, and they have not been able, because of financial restraints, to go back into their building. And so Rich and I, along with our congregations, raised a substantial amount of money recently to help further in assisting them so that they can go back into their building. Rich and I have also, on an annual basis, hosted what we call Pastors of Large Churches Roundtable. It's a gathering of pastors, black and white, urban and suburban, across denominational lines that come together for a day of interaction and intercession, of sharing and learning. Sometimes we bring in guest facilitators, and other times we just share among ourselves. Also, we've sponsored a justice revival here in our city that was open to cities, to congregations rather, across our city and beyond throughout Franklin County. And this justice revival was really an attempt to say to the church, we must not only make the name of Christ known, but we must also make the name of Christ honored. And one of the ways that happens is when the unbelieving community, the unchurched community, when they see the church really involved in the shoe leather of the gospel, it tends to give credibility to our witness by the work that we do. It's a biblical paradigm. Jesus said that we let our light so shine before men that they see our good works, and then by that they give glory to the Father. And so Rich and I have worked in a collaborative, cooperative way to help make the name of Christ both known and honored in our city. I believe truly that the heart of God is for the city. I believe that. And I believe that within the city, God places the local church to be his hands, his heart, his feet, and his mouth to that community, to those people. And so it's my joy, along with Pastor Rich and Vineyard, those of us here at First Church and the church in Columbus, the corporate body of Christ, to truly strive to represent Christ and, in the words of the late Dr. Samuel George Hines, to make God look good.